Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do the bonus reading for my Virgos that are dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, Virgos, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? Now, cross-watcher, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles. But we're going to be starting with Virgos that are dealing with a Scorpio. All right, Spirit, what do we have for my Virgos that are dealing with a Scorpio? What's the strongest energy here today? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. Virgos dealing with a Scorpio. Now, I was getting a song for you guys, okay? I don't know which actual sign it's going to resonate with, but the only song that I was getting was a song from The Little Mermaid. And the part that was standing out is when she was singing, I don't know what the actual song is. I don't know if it's part of Your World, but that's the part I was hearing where she was saying, it's like somebody wants to be a part of somebody's world. So I don't know if you're in separation from this water sign for some of you. Now, the other message that I got was you could be dealing with someone who is sneaky, okay? Because I saw the fox. As I was thinking about doing the reading, the fox ran out from nowhere, and I haven't seen the fox for a little while. But let's see. Virgos that are dealing with a water sign, a Scorpio. So the first card you have coming out is Courthouse. Number 23 could be significant, or 32. It does boil down to a 5, okay? So there definitely could be something here about a legal situation, important documents, something about signatures. Give me an energy for going forward. Yeah, and something just flashed up on my phone, and the first word I saw was dismiss. Give me a card for going forward. Thank you. Poverty tried to come out. Card coming out is false person, yeah. And I said you might be dealing with someone sneaky with that fox energy. So something could have something to do with money, finances, with that poverty energy, right? Someone could be worried about they're going to be left in poverty because this is a number 37, or 73 could be significant, but it boils down to a 10. So you see that energy where I just saw dismiss. 10s talk about endings. So you got the number 8 out here as well, could be significant here. Now, someone could be talking really fast. Like, I don't know if somebody's trying to explain something or apologize for something, but it feels like the energy feels like it's speeding up for some reason. Or maybe something's just happening really fast. Now, when I said that, they did show me the Tower. So, well, that is Scorpio energy, right? Or someone could be dealing with an Aries. Well, the Tower talks about chaos. Disruption, an epiphany, an awakening, something happening out of the blue. But show me more. What is Courthouse? Okay. So you have the Whip, which is a number 11. And the Whip talks about conflict, debate, hard work, abuse, pain, physical activity. There could also be something here about domestic violence. Or something like it says, it's just been really hard work. It's been a long road, especially if this is a legal situation. You have it coming out with the Book. Number 26 or 62 boils down to an 8. So this is giving me the energy of some sort of information coming out here, right? And whatever this information is, it could be a lot of information with the 8 of Wands energy that I'm picking up, right? Maybe backwards and forwards. Or it could be saying to me, whatever information comes out here, it allows somebody to move forward here. There could also be like harsh arguments here. Or what's the energy going forward? Virgo's dealing with Scorpio. it kind of feels a little bit volatile or toxic. I don't know. There's the Tower energy that I was picking up here. So the number 19 or 91, but it boils down to a 10. And this can talk about authorities, official buildings, the government, but it can also talk about an energy of maybe somebody vibrating out of an ego and pride space here. But it can also talk about isolation. Maybe you have just isolated yourself or separated yourself from this water sign. Show me more. Virgo's dealing with a Scorpio. We have the ring. So number 25 or 52 boils down to a 7. Someone could be like pulling back from like an engagement or something like that. You could have been married to this person for some of you, but the ring talks about a promise, commitment, partnership, deal, contracts, and cycles. Now, for some of you, this Scorpio doesn't have to be someone you're in a relationship with. This could be a family member, a friend, right? This could be in the workplace here. There could also be some sort of, I almost went to say envy or jealousy over someone's relationship. But show me more. What is the energy here? Now, someone could be like, have like an anger issue, or if it's not anger issue, it feels like it's almost like the other end of the scale where someone here could be like over emotional or they overreact. Virgo's in with Scorpio. What is courthouse whip and the book? So we have longing. It says craving, aching, and wanting, right? Part of your world. Because now I'm hearing other words from that song, and she says things like, what would I give to live where you are? What would I give to stay here beside you? I don't know if she says something like, what would I give to see you smiling at me? It's like, all right, show me more. Yeah, but you see, you have elusive. It says dishonest, deception, and trickery. And then you have a divine masculine coming out here. And it says yang, masculine energy. Give me 3 cards for going forward. Landing on longing. Is someone lying about how they feel about another person? Because first elusive landed on longing, and then now you have bluff. It says pretending, mask, and exaggeration. And I just heard doing too much. Give me 2 more cards. Landing on elusive, you have bitterness. It says resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Landing on longing, you have clouded judgment. It says illusions. It says unbalanced and distorted. Someone could have some sort of addiction here, is what I'm picking up. What is this? Virgo's dealing with a water sign. What is longing? Oh, the Tower. It landed on elusive. So Scorpio energy. Virgo's dealing with Scorpio spirit. The 8 of Wands, which is what I was picking up with the book card. And like I said, the whip could have represented the Tower with conflict, debate. And then you have the Moon. It looks like there's some sort of sudden change. Like I said, it feels like it's either about something that was hidden, or, you know, the Moon can talk about illusions. Again, you have that energy out here really strong. But the Moon can talk about fear and things like that. Maybe someone is afraid of something coming out. What is the moon? Yeah, Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You got the Lovers right behind it and the Five of Swords. So I don't know if this has something to do with a relationship or a third party. Why is the moon here? Landing on elusive, you have the King of Pentacles. Show me more. The Nine of Cups. The Judgment. And then you have this Five of Wands in the reverse. So the Five of Wands in reverse can talk about, oh, someone may have got some misinformation here. So again, this energy of somebody lying on purpose here is given the Five of Swords, where it talks about, you know, someone wanted to do anything, say anything because they wanted a certain outcome in a situation. But it looks like things are coming to light anyway. This could have something to do with someone's wish fulfillment. Or like I said, about some sort of final decision that someone is going to make in a situation. Clarify the King of Pentacles and the Judgment. The Six of Pentacles. And what's the Nine of Cups with the Five of Wands in the reverse? Page of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Wands. With the Chariot, somebody's worried about somebody having some sort of victory and success here. Or like I said, somebody moving away from something. Someone's going to see something from a different perspective here with the Hanged Man. It could have something to do with communication. Oh, I see the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Let's see why that's there. With the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Someone could have like a sex addiction. Or they're just obsessed about whoever's having this new beginning. So what is elusive? Coming out sideways is the Five of Cups. You got the Seven of Pentacles. And you got the Death card. Heavy Scorpio energy coming out. So it looks like someone here is kind of crying over spilt milk because of something that they have to accept. I feel like they have to accept that whatever plan they were doing here is not going to work out. It's kind of given with the Seven of Pentacles here, like somebody wanted somebody to invest in them. So this could, like I said, have something to do with a business, or it could have something to do with love. Look at that. Two of Cups with the Knight of Wands, with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And then you've got the Three of Swords with the Two of Swords. Something doesn't work. I don't know if somebody was trying to keep somebody stuck, but it looks like somebody walks away anyway. Give me one on the Five of Cups. The Justice. So the Justice is about doing the right thing, right? This is also an energy here where everything is fair. This talks about every action causes a reaction. Every choice that we make has a consequence, especially if we already know that we're doing the wrong thing. What's this Divine Masculine? Yeah, someone could be relocating. The Divine Masculine, you have the Queen of Wands energy. Show me more. You have the Fool card. And what's coming in the reverse? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wanted someone to have some sort of missed opportunity. A fire sign could be involved here. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Show me more about heavy Aries with the Fool card here. But show me more about the Queen of Wands and the Fool. Landed on the deck, the Seven of Swords. Did someone steal something from somebody? Or like I said, I don't know if somebody was expecting some sort of finances or some sort of financial gain out of something here, but it looks like someone doesn't get something. Seven of Swords, liar, cheater, thief, right? Somebody trying to get away with something. I'm even hearing someone here could have been using their looks for something or their body for something here. What's the Seven of Swords? Why is the Queen of Wands here? The Knight of Swords. Yeah. Show me more. You have the Page of Cups, and then you have the Two of Pentacles. Clarify the Knight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So I don't know if this is like an energy where something was very challenging. Someone could have had a lot of harsh words to say about something here. What's the Two of Pentacles? The Knight of Cups, okay. Clarify the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. Now, I do also see an energy here of somebody who is maybe wanting to apologize to somebody for something. Yeah, Judgment. Judgment talks about forgiveness. With the Page of Cups, definitely feels like an apology. And it could be a divine masculine that wants to apologize. But it has something to do with finances. Show me more about that Ace of Coins in the reverse. Show me more about the Ace of Coins in the reverse. What are we getting stuck on? The Eight of Cups. The Chariot. What's the Ace of Coins reverse? And then coming out sideways, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Seven of Wands. Coming out sideways is the Four of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Who's this Queen of Cups? The Page of Cups, or maybe it's the Queen of Cups that wants to give an apology to somebody here. But is it because they're suffering financially? All right, what is bitterness? Virgo's dealing with a Scorpio spirit. Judgment, which landed on the Tower. The Eight of Cups is back out here. And now we have the King of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's a masculine in this situation, right? It kind of makes me feel like, you know what? It kind of makes me feel like it feels like a bittersweet situation for someone here as well. It's like knowing you have to walk away from a certain person or a situation, right? But there may be something deep down inside where maybe someone doesn't really want to. But it's because of the deception. Yeah, I feel like someone's in their emotions. Someone could be angry. I don't know if there's something here where, like I said, someone had some sort of financial loss or something like that. Or this could even be like a divorce or whatever here, right? Somebody going for a legal situation. Maybe they have to pay out money to somebody. But somebody may be regretting something. Give me one card. Judgment and the Eight of Cups. This is leaving something behind. Yeah, the Two of Wands, or someone here has a decision to make. What's the Two of Wands? The Five of Wands landed on the Death card, and coming in the reverse is the Nine of Cups. Yes, something here is not, it's like no longer wish fulfillment. This is dissatisfaction here. This is an energy again of arguments over money and things like that. This talks about materialism, greed. But also I see someone needing to make a decision, like I said, to walk away from something because you're not happy there. It's too much arguments, too much fighting, too much conflict. What is bluff? You have the, wow, the Ace of Cups. Remember the bluff came out and it fell on top of longing, and so did elusive. I don't know if the bluff is some sort of offer that somebody made, right? Somebody pretending, like I said, how they feel about somebody, pretending that they love them, that they care. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Wands. What is the Ace of Cups? I feel like somebody really knows how to wrap somebody around their little finger using sexual energy. That's what I'm picking up. Queen of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Swords can talk about the truth, clarity, right? She's someone who has very good discernment, but the Queen of Swords is also an energy of someone who is not afraid to cut people, places, and things out of their life. What is this Queen of Swords? The Queen of Swords is the Six of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Nine of Wands. Someone may have... Do you know what I went to say? I went to say that maybe someone here went to get a tarot reading or something like that. But something here was revealed about maybe somebody giving to two, or something just being about a financial situation. Just what someone can get out of a situation or from another person. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. The Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. They both landed on the moon. So again, I don't know if this is about an institution, a marriage. If this is now just an energy where Spirit is saying, hey, it's time for somebody to move on here and step into some sort of leadership role. What is the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant? The Four of Wands, yeah, there's marriage, but then there we have the Nine of Wands, which is an energy of moving on. It may have taken somebody a long time to do something. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands. It's really giving this energy where someone really may have thought that someone was their person, or that's really the person I'm supposed to go into business with, but it just something didn't turn out that way. Hierophant and the Nine of Wands. This could be like an energy of marrying for money. Look at that Justice card coming out. There's a lot of major arcanas here. So something could be happening right now. But this is truth, justice, clarity. I just want one card for the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Landing on the moon, the Knight of Cups. Something is, it just feels like something is dishonest here. Pretending, mask, and exaggeration. What's clouded judgment? Illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Coming in the reverse, you have the Star. You have the World in the reverse. Show me more. So it's almost like somebody feeling like something's not complete here, right? The chapter isn't closed. This isn't over. But this is someone who may be delusional. Yeah, Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could be someone who is clinging on to the past, or they're holding some sort of resentment or malice about the past here. Star in the reverse, World in the reverse. Star in reverse talks about someone who hasn't healed. Someone who is in that energy of despair. Insecurities. The Wheel of Fortune. Landed on the Seven of Pentacles. What's the Wheel of Fortune? The Two of Swords. Landed on elusive. It really feels like somebody thought something was going to go in their favor. Someone thought that luck was on their side. Or somebody trying to stop somebody from heading towards their destiny. Give me one of the Two of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Two of Swords is the Ace of Swords. Landed on the Tower. Yeah, the truth coming out is going to cause somebody some sort of heartbreak. Some sort of sorrow. Some sort of pain. Someone doesn't want to accept the truth. The Hierophant and the Justice again. One on the Hierophant and the Justice. The Three of Cups and the Lovers. It makes me feel like, I don't know. It makes me feel like somebody either wanted to get chosen for something here, or they can't believe who someone's going to choose, or it just denial, denial, and more denial. All right. What is the energy in love? Give me one card for the shadow side. Virgo's dealing with a Scorpio. So the shadow side, we have crushed. Is there an elephant in the room between you and someone? So is there heavy atmosphere here? It says crushed. It says you are hurting emotionally right now. It says you need time to heal before you jump in again. And then you have adrift. It says not willing to settle down or be responsible. It says time to commit and put down roots. So I don't know if this is, like I said, someone here is not healed from something. I don't know if someone here tried to jump into a relationship, or they did jump into a situation when they weren't ready, which is probably why it isn't working out, right? Not built on a solid foundation. For some of you, this could be like an energy where you may have a trauma bond with this person. Some of you may be dealing with someone who has like some sort of victim mentality. All right, show me more energy and love. Virgo's dealing with a Scorpio. Someone's name might be Delilah. Someone's name might be Samson. And it's interesting that I say that, because now when I think of that story, it kind of makes me feel like, when I think of that story, like, it makes me think that Samson, it almost, you know, was kind of like seduced by Delilah. Right? And then she cut his hair, and, you know, she was really kind of seeing the other, I don't know if that was a king or whatever he was. But she like seduced him so she could cut his hair, thinking she was taking away his strength. But Samson's strength came from within. He just needed to realize that. Energy and love. Give me 3 cards. Thank you, Spirit. We have signs. It says, watch out for the signs leading you to true love. You have tested. Any card that comes out sideways to me is a blockage. Yeah, confusion at the bottom of the deck. It says your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. I feel like this was a test for someone. But it feels like for someone it may have been a heavy test. Yeah, it could have definitely have something to do with someone's looks. Now they're playing the song by Prince. Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world? So you have union. It says the union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. And then you have marriage. It says a marriage of souls is a union of 2 divine counterparts blended together. Show me more. So you have cassette. It says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. You have self-indulgence. It says focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation, and that's going to sit with tested. So whatever this situation is, okay, as easy as I know it may sound, me just saying it, try not to let this hold you back, especially if this is someone you've already separated from, right? Even, yes, it may have been painful, it may have hurt, okay, it may have given you trust issues. Just Spirit says work on yourself. You got the Grim Reaper at the bottom of the deck, soulmates, clock, and lightning. You have, it could have been a karmic soulmate for some of you. You have heartbroken. And that landed on the death card. So again, going back to that energy where I said, you know, someone really may have wanted a certain situation to work out. You've got to trust that it wasn't meant for you if it hasn't. And, okay. You have deeply hurt. It says sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. Now, it could also be this water sign that may be grieving because they want to come back, right? The song at the beginning, they want to be part of your world. You have dragonfly. It says be lighthearted. It says finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Some of you may even find out that this person may be married or committed to somebody else. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have the phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, changed mind. Yeah, someone here may have been wearing a mask, like I said. So let us get what they don't want you to know. Virgo's dealing with a Scorpio. All right, give me 6 cards. Straight away, dirty offer. Spirit ain't playing. All right, what's the energy here today? Stalker, stalking, watching, and obsessed. What they don't want you to know. Moves in silence. You have clout hungry. It says anything, does anything, makes shit up. It says dramatic. But this, if they are speaking about someone or gossiping about somebody, this could be about someone that is unbothered about them. Because I just saw the unbothered card. But you have jackpot. It says winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Someone here could have a gambling problem here. Or like I said, someone's just very materialistic. It's just money, money, money. Right? The love of money. You also have, with moves in silence, you have travel. Or someone could have done something that maybe they don't want someone to know about when they traveled. Give me one more round. Okay, is that why Spirit said get one more round? I don't know. Coming out sideways can talk about a blockage here. They may not want somebody to know something about an STD or something like that. It says court case. It says sexual infection. It says sexual disease, rash, etc. Show me more. You have love on the brain. It says dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. There could be something here that somebody does for money, right? Maybe they do something sexual for money. Maybe that's how somebody caught something. I'm hearing them bills got to get paid. You got bankrupts at the bottom of the deck with Carlos, and then there's that legal issue, right? And then you have crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. But you see right behind that, you got thief. Robbed, lost, theft, physically or emotionally. Give me one more. Yep, wolf in sheep's clothing. And it landed straight on elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. False person. Yeah, at the beginning where I was saying the energy feels real fast. I don't know if somebody was trying to explain something or get themselves out of a lie or whatever here. Talking shit. And creeping. Okay. What's the energy going forward? Virgo's dealing with a Scorpio. Energy going forward, Spirit. So we have toxic love. It says drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. I did say that. You also, this marriage card keeps coming out, but it came out sideways. So it says determined. But any card that comes out sideways is a blockage. This is what I was saying. Or somebody trying to get someone to marry them, choose them. You know, again, you know, it says things like contract. So it could be, again, work situation here, or I don't know what this is. Could even be something as small as like a promise ring, or, but determined. It says persistent, still holding on, flowers and gifts. Came out sideways. Coming out sideways. You have egg on their face. You have ashamed, backfired, and got caught. This is the energy going forward. Clarify these cards. You have thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. This person feels emotionally unbalanced. You have avoidance with pictures, regrets, reminiscing, missing you, in hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. What is determined? Guilty. Apology, remorseful, and ashamed. What's egg on their face? Contemplation, coming out sideways. It says yes, no. It says unsure, choices, and decisions. Yeah, somebody doesn't know where a situation stands. Someone could be ignoring someone's messages until they get some sort of clarity, or till they, I don't know, clear their mind, decide what they're doing. I see envy and infatuation. Someone could be jealous of how somebody feels about another person. Let me get your advice. Okay, let's get your advice. What is Virgo's advice? My Virgos that are dealing with a Scorpio. You have a number 9. And it says, bestie, give it 3 months. It says, I know it's a while, but it will be worth it. So I don't know, something could be happening in 3 months. You also have a number 2, and it says, okay. It says, what do you want right now? It says, is this it? It says, really be honest. So that 2 of Wands with the Judgment and the 8 of Cups, someone, like I said, someone needs to make some sort of choice. You know, do you want to stay in this, or do you want to release it? One more. Thank you. Coming out sideways is a number 7, and it says, damn it. It says, stop doubting your high-ass vibrational self right now. It says, you deserve this incredible energy. It says, soak it up. Yeah, don't let this person drag you down. You could be dealing with, like I said, you know, this person may have a lot of issues or a lot of excuses for whatever reasons. But be careful you're not dealing with someone who is like an energy vampire, right? Be careful this is not a situation where misery likes company. But let us move on to Pisces. Give me a second. Let me put the cards away. Okay, Virgo's dealing with a Pisces. Okay, cross-watch, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles, okay? Virgo's dealing with a Pisces spirit. What's the strongest energy here? Now, I kept hearing, where is everybody? It's like, I don't know if like a Pisces is like looking for you, or are you ignoring a Pisces? But I was hearing, where is everybody? All right, give me a card for now and a card for going forward. Okay, coming out sideways is Privileged Lady. Number 12 could be significant, or 21 boils down to a 3, okay? Which would give me the 3 of Wands. And then going forward, you have Toil and Labor, number 38 or 83, boils down to a number 11. What is the strongest energy here? Virgo's dealing with a Pisces. What is Privileged Lady? Okay. Am I taking this? Yeah, look how they're both the number 12 here. Privileged Lady's number 12, so is the Birds. So the Birds is an energy of gossip. It can talk about small problems, excitement, anxiety, restlessness, and chatter. Show me going forward. And then you have the number 13, which is the Child card. And this can talk about, you may be dealing with someone who is younger than you. This Pisces could even be your child, right? Maybe an adult child, or... But it talks about innocence and youth and playfulness, beginner, like a fresh start. So there could be something here about a new child. Yeah, there definitely could be as a part of the deck on the stalk. But this talks about change and movement here. What's the energy? Virgo's dealing with a Pisces. Someone could be starting a new job. Someone may work with children. All right, what's privileged lady and the birds? Intimacy, bonding, sensual and confiding. You have conflict. It says clashing, differences and incompatibility. And then you have two cards. You have ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement and a good time. And then you also have chemistry. Attraction, spark and passion. Give me 3 cards for going forward. You have chasing. It says pursuit, toxicity and resilience. And then you also have a divine masculine coming out here again. And then coming out sideways, we have bitterness coming out again. So it could be a masculine that may be bitter in this situation, considering those 2 cards came out together. But let us see. Someone could be a Muslim. I'm also seeing an energy here about somebody tired of, I don't know, this may be like a masculine that you have children with. I feel like I see somebody who is tired of like chasing a masculine down to kind of do better for their child. Maybe to, you know, be more financially supportive. Or just to put more effort in, full stop. But let's see. What is this? Virgo's dealing with a Pisces. I keep picking up this energy as well where like it may be really good. The situation may be like really good when it comes to, you know, maybe the chemistry side of things. Again, this sexual side of things, right? But it's like, I don't know if there's a lot of people going through situations where they're really having to reflect. What else does this relationship have? If we was to take away the sexual energy, you know, is this something that is solid? Is this something that is firm? But let us see. What is intimacy, bonding, sensual and confiding? You got a Queen of Wands coming out here, sideways. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You have the Page of Pentacles. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. And that would make the Five of Pentacles energy. Show me more. What's the Page of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles? The Four of Swords. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I feel like there's something here about someone who doesn't give enough to a situation when it comes to the financial side of things. The Four of Pentacles can talk about someone who is kind of like penny pinching. Now, I am seeing something else. But let me see. Give me one more. Five of Cups and the Four of Wands. For someone here, there feels like there may be a third party that somebody has in this situation. It's be one of those situations where you kind of like say, you know, someone may be in something solid, but they may have somebody on the side, which is kind of like for more excitement. Who's this Queen of Wands? Yeah, I don't know if someone's with a Queen of Wands, but they're in their head about you here, Virgos. Eight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. This may be someone that sees you as a privileged lady. Eight of Pentacles with the Strength card. This may be someone who sees you as someone who's very focused, very dedicated. Maybe when it comes to your work situation, or you're very skilled at something here. But you are giving Nine of Pentacles energy. So some of you definitely may be single. But this will say to me, this is someone who admires your inner strength, your confidence. What's conflict? Clashing differences and incompatibility. Ten of Cups. You have the Three of Pentacles. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, there's something here about, like I said, I don't know if this is someone who has a whole family situation with somebody else here. Or this could be a family member of yours, right? Maybe this is someone who needs your help financially. But I am seeing someone who is almost like wanting to work or build with someone else here with the Three of Pentacles. They want to go towards someone and make an offer here. But the Knight of Pentacles talks about the slowest knight in the deck. This is someone who may be being practical or responsible. Could be an Emperor energy. Show me more. Page of Cups landed on the Queen of Wands. What's this Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles? Because that makes the Four of Pentacles energy. And like I said, this could either be someone who is really trying to like hold on to you. Maybe, I don't know if they have some sort of a... But the Four of Pentacles talks about like almost like a possession. Someone may want to have some sort of conversation here with you. The Magician. Show me more. The Death card. What's the Magician and the Death? And the Five of Cups. Almost makes me feel like someone's trying to manifest some sort of ending with someone else here. But crying over spilt milk. Someone needing to accept something. Someone who's struggling to move on. What is the ecstasy in chemistry? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, I told you that landed straight on the Queen of Wands energy. Or maybe someone's here is desiring to have some sort of intimacy with you. But what's the ecstasy in chemistry? Ace of Swords in the reverse. And the Two of Swords. So Ace of Swords reverse is confusion. It's an energy, again, of frustration. Like I said, there could be good chemistry between these two people here, right? But it would say to me that maybe communication isn't very good. This is clouded judgment. Two of Swords, somebody feeling stuck or they're at some sort of a crossroads. Yeah, it could be a toxic situation. The Devil. With the Temperance and the Knight of Cups. Or again, this energy of somebody being kind of very much obsessed in terms of having peace with you. Or they feel like you would be someone who is more balanced. But there's divine intervention here. What's the Two of Swords? Coming out almost sideways. The King of Pentacles. Almost in the reverse, to be honest. It's more in the reverse for me. King of Pentacles, again, this is an energy of greed. Someone who is materialistic. You can talk about someone who is stubborn or obsessed with wealth and status here, right? Privileged lady. This can talk about someone who uses vices, confirmation, and maybe that's why this couple is struggling. Maybe they both have some sort of addictions here. But what is divine masculine? Virgo's in with Pisces. Before I do that, give me one on this Ace of Wands. Six of Pentacles, show me more. Hermit. And the Queen of Pentacles coming in the upright. Yeah, okay. Alright, what's divine masculine? Seven of Swords. Landed on the Page of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords for this Divine Masculine? Coming in the reverse. It's the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands in reverse can talk about an energy of exhaustion, a lack of motivation, someone who doesn't have the fight in them. Why is this here for the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords? What's the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords is the Lovers, the Strength card, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone, I feel like that Seven of Swords is someone here is not only lying to themselves, but they're lying to other people about how they feel. About who they want to make an offer to, about who they want to be with. Yeah, I just saw the King of Cups. What's chasing? Pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. The Emperor, Aries, Taurus energy. What's chasing? Seven of Pentacles. What's the Emperor and the Seven of Pentacles? The Three of Wands. It looks like whoever this is, right? Whoever this masculine, divine masculine, or just masculine. There's someone who is... I feel like they want to pursue something. They definitely look like they're reflecting here on the things that they have invested in, okay? They're thinking about their future. What's the Three of Wands? The Seven of Cups. What's the Three of Wands? Page of Cups. That makes the Eight of Cups. So that is walking away from a situation that no longer emotionally fulfills them. Somebody's wearing a mask here. And then in the reverse was the Ace of Cups. And that's the Nine of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups in the reverse? Yeah, Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, yeah, and the Devil. So for some of you, this is like someone who wants to return, but they already know that this cycle is closed, right? There was definitely some sort of betrayal here. And like I said, I don't know if someone here chose lust or whatever here, but it looks like they're now fighting in that situation. They want to get out of it here. They want to heal things with you. They want to have a new beginning here, but the Three of Swords. I feel like you may have lost love for this person. What's bitterness? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is bitterness here? Six of Wands. Resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Give me one more. Five of Pentacles reverse. I feel like this, I don't know if this person has some sort of, I guess, inner resentment, because it's either you forgiving the situation, right? You may have recovered from whatever this person put you through. I also see some sort of recovery when it comes to someone's financial situation. But I feel like some of you may have realized that this was just a karmic lesson, and you moving on and letting something go, you have some sort of victory and success, and that could be making somebody angry, that you're not stuck on them. Five of Pentacles reverse, Six of Wands. Yeah, the Star card. Oops. This is you've healed. You have faith. You found maybe some sort of purpose. This is an energy of rejuvenation. And for some of you, I feel like that person didn't expect you to do that. What was that? Yeah, the Seven of Wands. You standing your ground, having boundaries now. Hermit. Give me one more on this Queen of Wands energy. I feel like I'm seeing something. I'm trying to figure out why is the Child card here. Like I said, it could either just say to me that you are free and unencumbered now. All right. You're very much happy, youthful, right? You have some sort of zest for life. Or for some of you, I don't know if there's an energy here where this person, whoever they're stuck with, they may have a child with this person. And I don't know if they feel like they have to put a lot of work in there, or they have to work really hard to look after a family situation. But give me one more on that Queen of Wands. Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Someone could have a drinking problem. Or, like I said, show me more. The Queen of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. And you have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this may be someone that they have to pay money out to. Again, we've got the Eight of Pentacles energy here. 6 and the 2. All right. What is the energy in love? Give me the shadow side. Virgo's dealing with a Pisces. Alright, shadow side. We have reaching. It says you are trying to connect, but love eludes you. It says stepping out of your comfort zone. Bottom of the deck, we have rocky. It says it has been a rough road for you. You must decide whether it's worth it to keep going. Show me more. Give me 3 cards. We have cherish. It says cherish your relationships. We have enlightenment. It says with enlightenment there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine, and you have boundaries. It says having sensible boundaries is important. Give me 2 more. We have learn. It says let love show you how to learn from each other. And then you have deeply. It says look deeply within to discover your sole purpose in your relationship. Yeah, I feel like I see tested, and then I just parted it on obstacles. I feel like someone was tested in this situation, but I feel like for a lot of you, this person failed. They allowed something to get in the way here, or someone. Show me more. Energy and love. Virgo's in with a Pisces. You have healing, heartbreak. It says healing from heartbreak. It says freedom from toxic relationship or addictions. I see the sword and the rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solitary. It says force, honor, protection, and power. And that sits with enlightenment. See, and with cherish, you have healing heart. I feel like someone didn't cherish this. Or you. Okay. So we have I like you. It says someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirt, and want to date. But then you have the runner. It says runner in a codependent relationship. Fear of intimacy and listening to ego. And then you have, yeah, karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentments, lessons, letting go and loving you. So let us see what they don't want you to know. Yeah, I feel like someone wants to, it's even, if you don't see this situation as a karmic relationship, this is someone who's wanting to move away from what they're seeing as a karmic relationship here. So only you know, Virgos, if it's too late for a situation to be repaired. But what they don't want the Virgo to know. Landed on conflict. It says creativity. It says steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. So this could even be someone who may be in competition with you in the work field. Or they don't believe or like what you do. Because it does say clash in differences and incompatibility. You have played out. You have looking you up. It says researching you, studying you, and getting info. What's creativity? Marrying for money. We do have privileged lady out here. Give me one more for creativity and marrying for money. Now it could also, I almost went to say, it could also be someone that this person is married to here, right? That may be hating on whatever it is that you do or whoever you are. It says grudge holder. What's played out? So we have carless, no car, repo car issues. And then you have legal issues. It says court, judges, immigration, and lawyers. Bankrupt. Someone could have had their car repossessed, or there could be, oh, I heard something about false documents, putting cars in different people's names and things like that. Something here is played out. I don't know if someone's going to get caught for something. What is looking you up? We have no facts. It says never has the facts. It says make shit up, and it says lies. What's looking you up and facts? And then you have boss daddy. It says stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy. Who's this big boss? Talking shit and creeping. Yeah, there's a masculine energy out here. Like I said, I don't know. This kind of represents the emperor energy for me, okay? So Aries, Taurus energy, a boss. Or someone may be telling this person here something about you. But I asked who they was, and you have talking shit and creeping. And we already have looking you up. So you've got someone here who's hating on you. Show me more about that boss energy. Someone that you may be ignoring. Yeah, there we go. It says spiritual hater, hates on your spiritual light, magic, and power. This is someone who's trying to find some sort of dirt on you. Okay. Energy going forward. I'm hearing whoever this energy is, this is someone who feels entitled. What they feel entitled to, I don't know. What's the energy going forward? Virgo's dealing with a Pisces. You have avoidance. It says in hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. You have Netflix and chill. It says sneaking around. It says friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. You have unknown caller. It says stalking, hanging up, unknown numbers. You got controversy. It says drama, scandal, truth coming out. Yeah, somebody trying to avoid some sort of truth, or they're upset about something here. Why do you look like that? He looks so mad. You have unfinished business. It says proposal, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Red flags. I was going to say, what, they want to Netflix and chill with you? Red flag signs, cheating and deception, or, yeah, intimacy right behind that. Or maybe they're going to be Netflix and chilling with someone else. Who cares? All right, what's unknown caller? You have conflict resolution. It says compromise, making amends, and a positive outcome. Spirit, give me one more round. What's avoidance and controversy? Toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. Yeah, I was thinking, like, how is this making sense? How is this all this coming out, but then they want to resolve something here? What's Netflix and chill? Thank you. Unfinished business, you have unemployed, broke, fired, living beyond their means. I'm telling you, this is why somebody wants to deal with a privileged lady. What's unknown caller and conflict resolution? Infatuation, denial, obsession, attraction. If this is all the same person, they're giving very much a distorted. Yeah, push-pull. They're giving very much imbalance here. Pop-up, reconciliation, but you have toxic people. All right, so that is what I have. Oh, the advice. Let's get your advice. Virgo's dealing with a Pisces. You have, okay, it says your commitment is being tested right now. It says show them you've got this. I thought we had commitment was being tested, but maybe that was in the other one. You also have a number 10. It says this is not for you. It says control, alter, delete this energy. It says keep going, bestie. And then you have, you know what you're worth now. It says triplet. It says don't let that crown slip. So let us move on to Cancer. That is what I have for Pisces. Okay. Give me a second. Let me put the cards away. Okay, Virgo's dealing with a Cancer. Cross watcher, feel free to flip the roles, okay? All right, Spirit, what do we have for my Virgos that are dealing with a Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. I don't know, there's something here to do with the Elephant Man. But it could actually be the, you know, Elephant Man, the artist. I was hearing one of his songs. I was hearing the song No Linger. So, I don't know. Let's see. Virgo's dealing with a Cancer. So you have courtship, okay. And then going forward, we have marriage. So maybe something moves really quickly. So maybe that's what the no linger is, right? We ain't wasting time here from courtship to marriage. Show me more. So we got the number 4. We also have the number 3. Something could have something to do with the number 16 as well. I went to look when that song came out and it was 16 years ago. But when I break that down, I'm also getting the number 7. So, you know, someone could just see like a relationship is worth fighting for. But let us see. Number 43, 34 could be significant. But again, breaks down to a 7. What is this? Virgo's dealing with a Cancer going forward. Coming out sideways. So the first card we have, yeah, look at that. And there we go with the advert. The initials S could be significant. But I saw silence and strength. Someone could be getting married in silence or engaged. I don't know. I actually saw the public card at the bottom of the deck. So someone could be making something public. Someone could be maybe getting married or something like that outdoors. But you have the ring, number 25. Again, boils down to a 7. 777 could be significant. Those are warnings. But it says promise, commitment, partnership, deal, contract, and cycle. But going forward, we do have a card coming out sideways, which is the mouse here. Number 23 or 32 boils down to a 5. You know, someone could be getting like, not necessarily cold feet, but, you know, maybe nervousness or something like that, you know, butterflies in your stomach. Because the mouse can talk about stress, nerves, depletion, thief, disease, and flaw. But it makes me more feel like someone's a little bit nervous to do something here. So, what is this for Virgos dealing with a Cancer? All right, give me 3 cards. Yeah, you have chemistry. It says attraction, spark, and passion. You have conflicted. It says decisions, hot, cold, and multiple choices. You have peace. It says balance, harmony, and friendship. Give me 3 for going forward. You have thinking. It says missing you, craving and desiring. You have shallow. It says hollow, empty and boredom. And then I see boundaries. It says no, it says drawing the line, and it says enough. And there's commitment at the bottom of the deck with that marriage image again. Marriage, promises and fidelity. It says sorrow though. And okay, let's see what happened here. Virgo's dealing with a Cancer. Yeah, I see the Ace of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. What's conflicted? Three of Cups, Page of Wands. Maybe somebody needs like some Dutch courage. What's the Three of Cups, Page of Wands? And the Nine of Pentacles. So this doesn't look bad to me. Okay. Some of you may be getting like advice from friends about something here, but it looks like someone here may want to invite you out or something like that here. They want to communicate here with you. Someone could even like see you out with friends, because you are coming out as single here with the Nine of Pentacles energy. Show me more about the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is the Knight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit. Someone may not want to be left out in the cold. It's like, okay, show me more. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, the Two of Cups. I really feel like this is someone who wants to say something. They want to move something forward. This could be someone that you don't expect. What's the Nine of Wands, Two of Cups? The Star card, Aquarius energy. And the Three of Wands. It's like someone can see a future with somebody. What's chemistry and attraction, spark and passion? The Eight of Pentacles. Is this in the workplace? This would be like someone you go to lunch with, or there might be a group of you go to lunch, you know, I don't know, every day, every other day, whatever. But you would have no clue that this person in this group likes you. Tower. What's the Eight of Pentacles and the Tower? The Hermit again? Is this you, Virgos? Eight of Pentacles, Tower. Can I get a clear message? That the Knight of Wands tried to come out again. Sagittarius energy. Virgo's dealing with a Cancer. The Ace of Swords and the Hangman. Should I say something? But it's like someone, I don't know if they admire your strength here, your courage. Eight of Pentacles, you're giving very much focused energy. Well, you're giving, I can do all bad by myself, right? Nine of Pentacles. But this is like someone who's being enlightened about you here, or they see you from a different perspective. But I do feel like there's a question mark of whether they should say something. What's the Ace of Swords? This could be someone who loves like your intelligence here. Coming out sideways. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. This is confusion. This is like somebody saying to themselves, is this just like wishful thinking? How is this going to go? If I say something, are they going to reject me? Or... What's peace? The Eight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. And you have the Four of Cups with the Nine of Cups. It's like someone sees you as wish fulfillment here, but this is someone who is in their head, right? Eight of Swords is a mental prison, but it's an illusion. It's almost like, am I going to be rejected here? Again, this Three of Pentacles. Why is this giving heavy work situation for some of you? But this is an energy of teamwork, collaboration, working together, right? Building together here, making long-term plans. What is shallow? The Ace of Wands. What's shallow? The Ten of Cups. But it landed on conflicted. And the Eight of Wands. I'm telling you, it's about somebody, whether they should communicate or say something here. It's like somebody sees someone as emotional fulfillment. This is happiness. This is your dreams coming true. This is an energy of contentment. It's like someone here is feeling like they want something more in their life. They want love in their life. Passion. I also see something here about some of you, I don't know, you may have like a family member. I don't know if you're having like some sort of family gathering or something like that, or the family's just doing something here. But it's like you got one kind of negative Nancy in the group. What is thinking? Missing you, craving and desiring. That was a Star card. Queen of Pentacles. Show me more. King of Swords turned over. Again, this heavy energy about somebody wanting to speak their truth. What's the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords? The Strength card out here again. Leo energy. Who's that King of Swords? The Page of Cups. An offer. This talks about new love. Someone who is romancing, dreaming, fantasizing. But Two of Swords, someone's at a crossroads here. Yeah, it landed on conflict. And then coming out sideways, Eight of Cups, the Magician, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like this might be someone who walks away. I don't know if it's because they feel like they just can't manifest something with you. I don't know if it's because you're standing too strong into your power. Maybe you intimidate someone. What is boundaries? Yeah, it came out. Eight of Cups landed on the Eight of Pentacles. 88 for me talks about it's all over when the fat lady sings. So I don't know what all this energy up here is about. I don't know if this is like someone really wants to date you, but they're in a marriage. I don't know if this is someone who's been fantasizing about, hey, they could be in a long-term situation with you, but too scared to take action. What's the Eight of Cups? Queen of Cups. That makes the Nine of Cups energy. What's the Eight of Cups? Who's this Queen of Cups? The Hierophant. Who's this Queen of Cups? Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Someone may even be married and have children here. It's like, give me one. What's before the Eight of Cups? It's almost like, yeah, the Ten of Wands. What's before the Eight of Cups? The Four of Wands. Ten of Wands, Four of Wands. Yeah, I don't know if this is someone who, like I said, they may fantasize about you again, especially if this is a work situation. But it's like, you know, at the end of the day, go home. Go back to my responsibilities. Some of you may have put up boundary with someone, especially if you know they're already committed to something. So what's the energy in love? Give me the shadow side. What is the shadow side first? Virgo's dealing with a Cancer. You have hard. It says things are just difficult now. It says you need space to sort out your feelings, to know what to do. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you have neglect. You'll see a child here. And it says not paying attention to what's important. It says decide what's truly worth spending time on. Yeah, look at that. Right behind it, tempted. It says if you're considering going astray, why not just opt out? It says it will be better in the long run. This is what I'm saying. I don't know if someone's like, you know what, I can think about it all I want, right? But I don't know. It's giving I can't touch, or I better not touch. What is the energy here? Virgo's dealing with a Cancer. All right, Spirit. You have commitment. It says commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. You have openness. It says be open to accept divine guidance in your relationship. It could even be someone who goes to someone to get advice about their marriage, but really secretly they have feelings for the person they're asking advice from. You have, oh, it came out, marriage, commitment and marriage, courtship and marriage. It says a marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blended together. Show me more, Spirit. Okay, landing on the Nine of Pentacles, coming out sideways, it says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Show me more. You have mirror. It says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. Coming out almost sideways is passion. It says insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. Clarify both. Landing on the Nine of Pentacles again, you have the dragonfly. It says be light-hearted. It says finding out, things coming to light. It says adapt, change, and heal. Take that how it resonates. What is mirror? Someone could kind of see you as this butterfly energy. But show me more. You have the phoenix. It says new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. And then you have wedding rings again. It landed on conflicted though. It says union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Now, it could also be that maybe you've helped somebody heal, right? And this is why they want to take things forward with you. It doesn't have to be that they have someone else. That's not going to be for everyone. Okay? There's something else here. I feel like someone may be betraying someone that they're with. But, okay. So let us see what they don't want you to know. What they don't want my Virgos to know. Virgo's dealing with a Cancer spirit. Oh, you have bad habits. It says drugs, addictions, and toxicity. You got travel. Oh, okay. You have caught a case. It says sexual infection, sexual disease, rash, etc. With bad habits, you have hustling. It says making it rain, focused on money. It says getting it. Yeah, I don't know if someone is supporting some sort of bad habit here. You have with travel, you have dust it off. And then you have proof, getting evidence with court a case. Someone could have like a snake tattoo. Give me one on bad habits and hustling. Creativity. Coming out sideways. Fishing for comments. Yeah, this makes me feel like, I don't know what maybe somebody does for money here, right? Could have something to do with a work situation, but it kind of makes me feel like someone here is very focused on something that somebody does. It's like reading every comment or seeing who likes someone's pictures or what's travel and dust it off, wasting time, stuck, no changes, and limited. What is court case and photo proof? Child services, kids at risk of being taken or is about to reporting something, neglect and abuse with kissing ass. So for some of you, I mean, okay. Maybe there's something here to do with like the hygiene of kids. I'm not necessarily picking up STD energy there, but it could be, right? But it's almost like court a case, especially with this child services out here. Something about hygiene. And I feel like it's related to children. Give me one more. Thank you. Talking shit. Alright, Virgos, I don't know with that energy, right? It kind of feels, it doesn't feel very straightforward. Maybe something isn't very straightforward in this situation. It kind of makes me feel like someone's being questioned about something. So again, this may have to do with that child services energy. But it feels, that's a different energy from what I was picking up in the cards and stuff. Oh, I'm getting something else. Someone may like and fantasize about someone, but they may not pursue something here because maybe somebody knows that they have something. But let me finish this reading. Energy going forward. Virgo's in with a Cancer. So you got planning flipped in the reverse, and the upright would say text, phone call, meeting up. It's in the reverse. So this is someone who is not planning to take something further. Energy going forward. I also see somebody getting caught for something, or somebody seeing a message or picture, or somebody liking something, and someone's full of a lot of excuses to get out of that situation. So again, this energy of somebody wanting to move something forward with travel, but dusting it off because they know that they're wasting their time. I feel like they know something wouldn't go any further here. Someone could be getting counseling for something as well. Someone could have even caught something by like sharing like a dirty needle or something like that. So anyway, you have intimacy. It says passion, coming into union, chemistry, and missing you. We have secretive. It says sneaky, mysterious, and hiding information. What's planning in the reverse? Something here is not going to go to plan. What is this? Toxic love. Drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. Give me one more for this. Okay. Yeah, it flipped on the floor. Yeah, no contact. It says blocked, silent treatment, cut off all communication. This is what I'm feeling, like someone wants to do something, but they know that they can't, or they're just not going to do something here. You got deuces at the bottom of the deck. It says fed up. It says cutting ties, walking away. Yeah, with reconciliation behind it. But I feel like somebody doesn't go through with something. What's intimacy? What's intimacy? Guilty, apology, remorseful, and ashamed. Someone could even be fantasizing about someone they're not supposed to be. You have thinking of you, crying nostalgia and missing you. What is secretive? Hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, cold and detached. And then you have 1111. It says twin flames. It says runner chaser. It says divine timing. Okay. So that is the energy that I picked up. If you are dealing with a Cancer, I do hope that something has resonated with you guys, okay? If it has, I do ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, Virgos, stay safe. Love and light, guys.